She couldn't remember the last time her foot met the ground without hesitation. Since the accident, every single step had been calculated, rehearsed, guarded by metal supports and careful hands, all while the rest of the world just kept moving as if nothing had changed. Inside a wide, fluorescent-lit auto workshop, thick with the scent of oil and warm steel, something was about to happen that no one present, not even a family whose wealth had erased every obstacle money could touch, could have ever predicted. Before we continue, pause for a moment. If you believe kindness still matters, if you believe second chances exist, and if you believe ordinary people can change lives in extraordinary ways, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel, and comment below where you're watching from. Your support is what keeps stories like this alive. Her name was Arya Whitmore. She was 16 years old, once fearless on a soccer field, sprinting without a single thought. She now moved as if gravity itself had become her enemy. 2 years earlier, a violent collision on the highway had shattered her leg and damaged nerves that doctors warned might never fully recover. Walking became a daily battle. Running became a distant memory. Her mother, Celeste Whitmore, was not accustomed to accepting limits. As a self-made billionaire, she owned medical technology firms and private clinics all across the globe. When doctors said treatment would take years, she found ways to shorten the timelines. When they warned of exorbitant costs, she simply eliminated them. And when they finally admitted they had reached the edge of what science could offer, she refused to believe that was the end. Arya was treated in elite hospitals. She trained with robotic rehabilitation systems and private specialists flown in from different countries. And progress did come, but it always came with a ceiling. No matter how advanced the therapy, walking without assistance remained just beyond her reach. Hope was always close, but never complete. The workshop they visited that day was never meant to matter. Arya's adaptive vehicle needed a small adjustment, and the dealership had outsourced the job to a local mechanic known for his precision work. That mechanic was Rowan Hale. Rowan was a single father, living in a modest rental on the outskirts of town. He raised his 8-year-old son completely on his own after losing his wife years earlier. He worked long hours just to keep their life stable. But long before becoming a mechanic, Rohan had been a competitive runner. That chapter of his life ended abruptly when a workplace accident crushed his knee. Doctors told him the exact same thing. They told Arya limited recovery, permanent change. He never returned to competition. But he rebuilt himself, slowly and patiently, learning how to move again without fighting his own body. When Rohan saw Arya enter the workshop with her brace, something inside him just stopped. It wasn't pity. It wasn't curiosity. It was recognition. He finished the vehicle work quickly. Then, carefully, he asked if he could try something. No machines, no promises. Just a few minutes of his time. Celeste hesitated. She trusted specialists with framed credentials and billion-dollar equipment. A mechanic with grease-stained hands didn't exactly look like hope. But Arya met Rowan's eyes and nodded before her mother could even respond. She was tired of being protected from disappointment. She just wanted to feel effort again. Rohan adjusted her stance, checked her balance, and spoke calmly. He talked about muscles waking up slowly, about letting the body feel safe again, about rebuilding the trust between mind and movement. Around them, the loud clanging of tools fell silent as the other mechanics sensed something delicate unfolding. Celeste stepped back, her hands clasped tightly. For the first time, her confidence so powerful in boardrooms felt completely useless. The minutes stretched on. Arya's breathing evened out. Her shoulders softened. And then it happened quietly. Her foot pressed down. Not dragged, not supported. Pressed. Her knee held. Her body remembered. One step became another, and then another. No one clapped. No one moved. Celeste's legs trembled as tears filled her eyes. For the first time since the accident, her daughter wasn't just enduring movement. She was controlling it. The doctors had focused on repairing the damage. Rohan focused on restoring trust. That single difference changed everything. Over the following weeks, Arya returned to the workshop not as a patient, but as a person reclaiming herself. Rohan guided her between his oil changes and school pickups. She stumbled, she fell, and she stood back up again. The progress was slow, uneven, but it was real. Celeste watched differently, known not as a billionaire funding solutions, but as a mother learning the true meaning of patience. She realized her money had allowed her to bypass discomfort, but healing demanded it. Arya began walking short distances unassisted, then longer ones. The brace became lighter, then only occasional. Each step carried a mixture of fear, effort, and incredible courage. Rohan never took any credit. He only said, "Some things just need time and someone willing to stand close without pushing." Celeste changed too. She started visiting the shop alone, bringing coffee for the crew, and listening more than she spoke. Inspired by dignity rather than a desire for recognition, she quietly funded rehabilitation programs without ever putting her name on them. Months later, Arya crossed her school stage, completely unassisted, to receive an academic award. In the audience, Rohan lifted his son onto his shoulders and clapped until his hands ached. Celeste cried, but these tears felt lighter now. The journey didn't restore everything Arya had lost. Before we end, please comment below with one word this story stirred in you. Hope, strength, gratitude, whatever feels right. Because sometimes the greatest miracles don't come from billion-dollar labs or world-famous experts. Sometimes, they come from a single father in a quiet workshop who simply chose to care when others had already moved on. Thanks for watching.